Introduction. The conflict between Russia and Georgia in 2008 over the breakaway Georgian regions of Abkhazia and South Ossetia remains a hotly contested issue. The conflict led to the deaths of hundreds of people and displacement of thousands of others. In this context, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, has had to grapple with the dilemma of how to approach the conflict in the Caucasus region. This paper analyses NATO's approach to the Russia-Georgia conflict. Background. The Caucasus region has been plagued with conflict for centuries. The region is home to a diverse array of ethnic groups, religions, and cultures that have often clashed with each other. The conflict between Russia and Georgia in 2008 was rooted in the question of whether the Georgian regions of Abkhazia and South Ossetia should remain part of Georgia or secede and join Russia. The conflict began in August 2008, when Georgian forces launched an attack on South Ossetia in an attempt to regain control of the region. Russia, which had provided support to the separatist movements in the region, responded with a military intervention. The conflict lasted for 5 days, during which time hundreds of people were killed, and tens of thousands were displaced from their homes. NATO's approach. NATO's approach to the Russia-Georgia conflict was a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, NATO sought to maintain good relations with Russia, which it viewed as an important partner in matters of global security. On the other hand, NATO sought to support Georgia, a country that had expressed a desire to join the alliance. NATO's initial response to the conflict was cautious. The alliance issued a statement calling for an immediate ceasefire and for both sides to engage in peaceful talks. NATO also sent humanitarian aid to the region and dispatched a team of military observers to monitor the situation on the ground. As the conflict escalated, NATO became more involved. The alliance held emergency meetings to discuss the situation and issued a series of statements condemning Russia's actions. NATO also suspended its cooperation with Russia on several initiatives, including the Partnership for Peace program. However, NATO stopped short of providing military support to Georgia. The alliance did not want to escalate the conflict by getting directly involved in a military confrontation with Russia. Instead, NATO sought to support Georgia through non-military means, such as providing assistance with reforming its armed forces and increasing its capacity for crisis management. NATO's approach to the conflict was not without criticism. Some felt that the alliance should have done more to support Georgia. Others argued that NATO's response was too aggressive and risked further escalating the conflict with Russia. Nevertheless, NATO's approach was consistent with the alliance's role as a mediator and peacemaker in global conflicts. Conclusion. The conflict between Russia and Georgia in 2008 highlighted the challenges faced by NATO in navigating the complex web of relationships in the Caucasus region. The alliance's approach to the conflict was a careful balancing act between supporting Georgia and maintaining good relations with Russia. While NATO's response was not without criticism, the alliance's role as a mediator and peacemaker in global conflicts was evident in its measured and cautious approach to the conflict. As conflict continues to plague the Caucasus region, the role of NATO in promoting peace and stability will remain a vital one.